Discover how to transform your life by applying a simple mindset shift, moving from dreaming of winnings to living in a constant state of triumph and gratitude. What if I told you that you too can be that person who always wins, even forgetting how much you have won? Join us in this amazing story of success, faith, and how the universe conspires in favor of those who believe. It's not just about winning the lottery, it's about how to attract abundance into your life. Are you ready to be the next lucky one? Today's success story conducted an analysis similar to Marcelo's when writing about winning the lottery and what he should visualize to obtain even more prizes, following Neve's teachings about what is your true purpose. Let me ask you a question. What would happen if you were the lucky person who wins frequently, even forgetting the sums you have obtained? Now the focus is not on the act of winning, moving away from you, but on you being the lucky one. We can perceive that this would manifest in transformations in your beliefs and behavior. At this moment, we want you to visualize yourself as the lucky one. When examining Marcelo's testimony, he experienced multiple triumphs this month, and that can be you too. He won $2,000 in the cash lottery draw last night, and again, if he had had a 3 instead of a 4, it would have been $20,000. What's the downside of having one number less and that number being closer to the winning number? I am grateful for everything that comes my way. Each victory helps me maintain the state of abundance, well-being, and fortune. I simply know that I will have many more victories yet. Notice now that Marcelo is in a state of gratitude, which always seems to enhance his power, and he notices that he knows he will have more victories, and we hope to congratulate him again. Look, that's precisely why we teach gratitude in Neville Goddard. Whenever you immerse yourself in that state, your results are even better. Let's continue examining what he shared with us. Yesterday, something funny happened. I was thinking about a new radio for my car, as mine was broken. The radio worked, but it made a noise. I wasn't sure how I would manage it, as I would have to leave my vehicle for a while. I went to the sound equipment store still not knowing how this would unfold. Then, with faith, they told me to come back the next day. So I left the vehicle to return there the following day. In the end, I called my good friend and tennis student. He is delighted to come and pick me up. Then, he wants to take me to lunch. I thought it was great. We ate, and then we stopped and bought a cash lottery ticket. Later, he makes me work and signs up for more classes. Afterwards, my other friend mentions that she would be delighted to take me to pick up my car and have dinner together. I didn't imagine that things would flow so smoothly. I simply love how the universe works in my favor. Marcelo wasn't sure how this would unfold, but he walked in faith. He got the new radio, enjoyed an excellent meal, bought his next winning ticket, and his students signed up for more classes. When you choose to be in the flow, walk in faith, be the state of the wish fulfilled, everything and everyone responds. A little more from Marcelo. I redeemed my winning ticket at the store where the employees know me. They thought they would give me a few reals like in the last few days. They were amazed by the second victory and congratulated me. Just as I had visualized, they were saying things like, "You must be close since you got so close." And what surprised me was an older lady who was there and said, "You are the lucky one." I couldn't have written a better script. Fiction, you are the operating power. And notice, the older lady also played her role and acted as an echo channel for Marcelo when she said, "You are the lucky one." Now you, who are observing, if you visualize yourself as the lucky one, by remembering your true nature, you discover that you don't need to make anything happen. All you need to do is perceive. You are one with the source. Being one with the source, imagine only loving things for you and for others, and loving things will be reflected back to you. Abandoning all fears of separation, it becomes simple as you realize that you are one with the source and can never be separated from it. It is then that you truly discover your power of creation and begin to create wonderfully. Observe what Marcelo further recounted. I had 35 in the bank and more bills to arrive, and I needed a new car. I called and went with more kindness. Then I went to the dealership and asked to see what they had. One of the salesmen remembers that they brought in a beautiful used vehicle over the weekend, and all the used cars exceeded what I wanted to spend. So I tried one of the cars, I liked it, and I said, "All good, it only had 50,000 kilometers. Now the manager wants an advance, remembering that I only had 35, but soon I visualized 1,000 reals. I signed the check. While driving home, the man from the junkyard called me and mentioned that he could pay me 500 reals up front for the old vehicle. I smiled and said to myself, we're halfway there, I wonder how the other 500 will appear. I looked in my mailbox and there was a note from one of my clients and 2 checks for 250. One of those checks was a tip for my service. I don't remember if I told you this. If you had told me that I would have 1,000 reals in my account by the end of the day, I think I wouldn't have agreed quickly. I was determined to get a car by the end of the day and I said, I don't know how, but you know. Your Neville videos about imagining financial security really contributed to transforming all my events. Marcelo's story is an inspiring testament to how faith, visualization, and gratitude can transform our lives in astonishing ways. By aligning himself with the source and trusting in the flow of the universe, Marcelo experienced a series of synchronized events that led him to obtain the car he desired and receive the necessary money in unexpected ways. His account reminds us that when we focus on what we want with clarity and conviction, and maintain a state of gratitude and openness, the universe conspires in our favor to make our dreams a reality. The elderly woman who told Marcelo "you are the lucky one" is a beautiful example of how the universe sends us messages and confirmations through the people and situations we encounter on our path. When we are aligned with our purpose and living from a place of abundance and faith, we attract experiences and encounters that reflect and amplify that positive energy. Marcelo's story also highlights the importance of generosity and reciprocity in the flow of abundance. By receiving unexpected tips and gifts from his clients and friends, Marcelo experienced the joy of giving and receiving, and saw how his own generosity and service to others were returned to him multiplied. In this profound and uplifting passage, we are invited to witness the transformative power of faith, visualization, and gratitude through the inspiring story of Marcelo. His account serves as a testament to the incredible ways in which our lives can be transformed when we align ourselves with the source and trust in the flow of the universe. Marcelo's story begins with a financial challenge. He had only 35 in the bank and more bills on the way, yet he needed a new car. Despite this seemingly impossible situation, Marcelo approached the dealership with kindness and an open heart. When he found a car he liked, he didn't let his current financial situation deter him. Instead, he visualized having 1,000 reals, signed the check, and trusted that the universe would provide. What follows is a series of synchronicities that can only be described as miraculous. The man from the junkyard calls, offering 500 reals for Marcelo's old car. Marcelo smiles, recognizing this as a sign that he's halfway to his goal, and wonders how the other 500 will appear. Lo and behold, he finds a note from a client and 2 checks in his mailbox, one of which was an unexpected tip for his service. Ultimately, Marcelo's story invites us all to become the lucky one in our own lives. By remembering our true nature as infinite beings and creators, we can let go of the fears and limitations that keep us separated from the abundance and joy that are our birthright. We can choose to live from a place of gratitude, faith, and love, knowing that the universe is always working in our favor and that everything we need is already on its way to us. May Marcelo's story inspire us all to dream big, to trust in the flow of life, and to open ourselves to the magic and abundance that surrounds us in every moment. Let us remember that we are the lucky ones, the blessed and the beloved, and that we have the power to create the life of our dreams with every thought, word, and action. Thank you for being part of this community and for sharing this journey of discovery and growth together. May we all be the lucky one in our own lives and radiate that light and joy to everyone around us. Now, if you feel that your day can be better, comment or express gratitude. Thank you for having me with us. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content.